This is Matushak. We're in the first minute and a half here. I was streaming on Wi-Fi and that didn't work, so I switched to the data plan. There's been 2 shots on net total, 1 for each team here early. That's the best early chance for Moorhead. Shot hits the crossbar. This Moorhead came in from the slot, the defensive player. That was Roy pushing it forward. It's been back and forth action. We were able to generate 1 shot. They just iced it. So apologies. I started it out and for the first minute, got a message saying it wasn't connecting to the network, and hopefully now it is by switching to the data plan. It was the Sprague line that started the game. Now we're into the Johnson line. This is Peterson who's going to step in to take the draw. Johnson, Peterson, and White. 1 back to Engel. Engel's shot gets through, goes wide, looking for the tip from Peterson in front. White. Here's Peterson. Goes out to Engel again. Engel. Over to Peterson. Big hit there from Peterson. Knocks the Moorhead player off the puck momentarily. Moorhead's with it now. They are able to clear the zone. This is going to force Fitzgerald to give chase. Icing is waved off. Johnson helping out. Battle in front. They're going to say no goal. I think they're going to say they said no goal. There's a scuffle in front now. Engel was tying up his man. The puck was still loose, but it did stop. That was kind of a tricky one there. The referee was clear. There was no whistle, but he was still battling after the puck had been stopped in the crease. And then it was pushed in kind of 2 seconds after that. The referee right away said no goal. I think Edina got lucky on that one a little bit. This is Sprague on the draw. So Sprague, Seaman, and Falk. Same lineups as earlier this weekend. Third in front. There's Keel. No one was home for Moorhead. This is Seaman. Seaman across the blue line. He has it poke checked away, so Keel has to retreat in the neutral zone. Then Van Summeren sends it in, where Seaman gives chase along with Falk. There's Van Summeren. Good job pinching off his defensive position and holding it in. We have the best vantage point from where we are right here. This is hopefully a pretty good view for you all. It's after fighting some tough viewing spots earlier this weekend, we're now in the prime viewing spot right here. Sprague, shot from the outside to Keel. Good shot by Keel. Keeps it low and hard on net. Shot so far 3-1 in favor of Moorhead. 3-1 Moorhead early. We've played about 3.5 minutes. This is the Moorhead High School rink. I'll show you their state hockey banners here in a bit. Off that draw, that's Salmon. Oh, Roy had a good shot. That puck was just bouncing as Matushak went in for the rebound. Bounced over his stick. Finn sends it back in. This is essentially an elimination game. If whoever wins this game will go on to the championship game. A tie or a loss by Edina will eliminate them. Edina has to win. Moorhead has gone through their first 3 games of the tournament unblemished. We've got that 1 loss. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head, and therefore if we win, we will advance. Here's Roy off the errant pass from Moorhead. He's now in the corner, battling. Matushak's also on the forecheck. Over skates the Moorhead player. The Moorhead player tried to send it out. They wave off icing. A little surprised they waved it off as soon as they did. It didn't make it there anyways. Finn headmans it. This is going to be an ice as Matushak wasn't on the other side of the blue line, or the red line. Sent back into the Edina zone. We've played about 4.5 minutes. There's 10:23 left in the first. Still no score. I'll put up the scoreboard. I think people like that feature. Johnson on the draw. Johnson wins it back to Engel. Engel feeds it up the boards to White. White, good job of collecting that puck. He sent it to Johnson. Johnson unable to handle that pass. In the neutral zone, Peterson sends it into the Moorhead zone. Moorhead goes D to D, back to D. Not surprising with two good hockey traditions. There's some good skaters on Moorhead. There's good skaters on Edina. It should be a good matchup. It's looked that way, fairly even so far. There's Moorhead as they kick it down into our end. Surprisingly to me, the referee called off that icing early. There's White, able to poke it free, but by Johnson, so Moorhead collected it in the neutral zone, sent back into Edina. That Fitzgerald goes D to D to Engel, Engel to Peterson. Peterson couldn't find the handle there in the neutral zone. Taken from him, here's Engel. Engel uses the boards, tried to find Johnson. Oh, good poke check there by Johnson, gets it down into the Moorhead zone as 4 of the 5 players go off for a change for Edina. Oh, here's a turnover. Matuszak, no, that's White. White just lost the handle at the top of the circles. Here comes Moorhead, and Moorhead goes in early offsides, immediately called offsides. Talked about the importance of starting strong in these 7:30 a.m. games after you have a night at the hotel. It's important to try to get those legs going right away. So far, I'd say the indications are both teams are moving pretty quickly. Both teams are in it. Sprague on this draw. Coaches instituted an 8:45 p.m. curfew last night. I don't know if many of these boys are used to trying to go to sleep at 8:45. I know my son was struggling to go to sleep at 8:45. Probably went to bed closer to his normal 10, and this is going to be Falk caught in the zone offside. Seaman didn't see him. It's going to be an offsides, draw to the neutral zone off of the Moorhead blue line. Sprague on that draw. It had hit the referee skates. Here's Seaman coming in. Falk. Falk tried to feed Keel, hit a player's skate for Moorhead. Van Summeren, far boards, Falk. Pass misses Sprague. This is a mini rush for Moorhead. Spindler uses his stick to put in the corner. There's Falk. Falk. They're going to call Edina for a penalty. That's Keel getting that penalty? I didn't see it. I heard him say 3. They're saying Keel for an interference. That's Keel for an interference. First penalty of the game. Moorhead goes on the power play. On the penalty kill, Salmon, Matuszak, Finn, and Saber. Salmon's able to get it out. This is a Salmon going back the other way shorthanded. Salmon finding that right side. Puts on the brakes, shot. Pad save for the goaltender. Good rush there by Salmon. Salmon back to Finn. So far this power play, it's been Edina controlling the puck. Here's Finn. Finn gets by one guy. Finn's got a good shot from there. Goal! Short-handed goal from Finn. Good rush there by Bodie Finn. Short-handed about 28 seconds into that penalty kill. Edina goes up 1-0. You're going to want to rewatch that one. That was just good efforts overall in that entire penalty kill, but certainly the rush. I think Finn caught them not thinking the defenseman was going to rush. He made one defenseman from Moorhead miss and then shot it blocker side by the goaltender up high.
Scoring point for Bodie Finn. This is the driver, 17, Grant Madison.
That was Finn from Matuszak. Finn from Matuszak, short-handed. 7:30 left here in the first period. There's about 1:20 left. It's not going to be icing as it hit a Moorhead player. Sent all the way down. Moorhead retreats. Matuszak forechecking. Oh, good job of Matuszak knocking him off the puck in the neutral zone. Here comes Sprague. Sprague across the blue line. Sprague, good shot. Oh, just got by the goalie, but squirts wide. Matuszak, Sprague was close to getting the second shorthanded goal on this shift. This is quite the penalty killing effort for Edina so far. Moorhead has had no possession in our end. Here's Fitzgerald, far boards. Fitzgerald to Roy. Roy tried to poke it up the boards, but stopped in his tracks there. Now this is a good opportunity. This is a 2-on-1. Engel defending. Good job back checking there from Roy, who prevented the shot from the slot. There's a shot from the outside. Good job covering up in front, and Spindler was able to use his stick to deflect that one away. Now Moorhead set up. There's another 15 seconds on the PK. Sticks were in the traffic there and sent it into the corner. Engel poke checks it away, and Engel gets taken down. No call. Here's Engel. Final 4 seconds. This should just about do it on the PK. Tried to clear Fitzgerald. Stolen by Moorhead. Now Roy. Roy's got White. Oh, got by White. Ends up going down for icing. That was White who took Keel's position off of the penalty kill. Or when Keel came off for the penalty, he kind of stuck behind the D, and we tried to spring him on a breakaway. Here's that long row of tournament banners I mentioned. There's 8 of them that are runner-up, and a whole bunch of other ones for their participation in the state tournament, all of which were post-1992. Here's a turnover. Coming back the other way. Here goes Johnson. Johnson on a breakaway. Johnson. Blocker saved by Moorhead. Good. It kind of came out of nowhere, but Johnson had a steal in the neutral zone and got a mini break. He did have guys right on him from behind. Here comes Moorhead the other way. Peterson trying to feed Johnson. Intercepted. Oh, and then a big collision in center ice. No penalty. Here comes Keel back. Keel's defending. Mini rush from Moorhead. Really good job by Keel using his speed to track down the forward for Moorhead. White able to get it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Here's another turnover. Johnson's hurrying for it. Eventually Moorhead was able to retreat and pick up the puck. Falk on the forecheck. Good check there by Falk. This is up north. They're letting a lot of these open ice checks go. There's White went in when he hadn't seen that Johnson was caught offsides. I think Johnson may have gotten shaken up a little bit there. A couple of collisions in the open ice. With that offsides draw coming up in the neutral zone. Outside the Moorhead blue line, there's 4:59 left in the first period. 1-0 in favor of Edina on that short-handed goal from Finn. Here's Finn, our recent goal scorer, with the puck. He advances it to Falk, gets by everyone, but it was tipped, so no icing. Moorhead retreats, sends it up the boards. Finn holds it in. Finn's shot goes wide, but the goalie gloves it. My trusted partner, Brett Peterson, has shots at 6-4 in favor of Edina. 6-4 in favor of Edina here, about 10 minutes into the first period. Sprague on the draw. Kicking out a lot more centermen than we've used to seeing this weekend, these referees. Falk gets it back to Finn. Finn shot. Another hard, low shot. Oh, goal! So that was Sprague from Seaman and Finn. Off of the Finn shot. Seaman got the rebound, sent it through the crease to an alone Sprague who banged it home. It is now 2-0 in favor of Edina. Started with a good hard shot by Finn off of the one face-off draw. That's great to see that line getting going on the goals. Building on the momentum from closing out that game last night. There's still plenty of hockey to play here, but 2-0 early for Edina. Like I said, it was going to be important coming off of a night of probably not great sleep in a hotel room to start early, and Edina's answered that call so far. Here's Moorhead coming back on another rush. That's Engel and Fitzgerald defending. Fitzgerald tying up his guy well in front. Prevents the shot, but still dangerous. And that one, I think that may have hit the crossbar as well, but Spindler did get a piece of it. Here's Engel. Engel's going to take it behind the net. Leave it there for Fitzgerald. Salmon helping out too. Salmon advances it to Matuszak. Matuszak should be able to get this out of the zone. The pass to Roy. Here's Roy coming down the right side. Roy gets by one guy. Roy gets a shot on net. Matuszak, really good save there on the rebound. Then another shot, save, another goal! Now it's Matuszak on the rebound goal right through the slot. This is reminding me of the last time we played in this facility on Friday afternoon. We were in the other rink here, but we kept scoring on all these rebounds. The last 2 goals have been very similar to that. It's now up to 3-0 in favor of Edina. And Moorhead is certainly on their heels. We've got shots at 11-5 in favor of Edina. There's been a rush here in the last several minutes of game time as we built this 3-0 lead. Johnson, Peterson, and White. And Summerin and Keel. So that was Matuszak from Roy. I can tell you that the announcer here, we're all laughing because the announcer clearly does not like saying the name Matuszak. He's had his head twice or 3 times, and each time he struggles through it. But then he also put a very French-Canadian accent on Roy and called him Hua. Is a very, very strong French accent there. Run around. Here's Moorhead coming in off of their defensive position, centering pass. Good job of covering up. That's one thing that we're doing much better than just about anyone else this weekend is covering up those guys in front. We're not allowing those kind of cheap goals from right in front of the crease or on rebounds. Our defensemen are covering up their forwards. Good pinning check by Keel. Allows Johnson to be able to get in there. Johnson gets it to Peterson. Keel pushes it forward and out. Now here's White. This is going to be a rush for White. White's good from there. Squirts free to Peterson, but back checker dispossesses Peterson of the puck. Now Van Summerin retreating. Van Summerin gets it to Peterson. Peterson looking cross ice to White. White's able to tip it forward into the Moorhead zone. Down to 2:35 remaining. Keel, he's going to have an opportunity here. Keel shot from the outside. Tipped. Save. That was Peterson battling. Now Sprague comes in as well. Moorhead's able to take the puck. They get it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. Keel down below the goal line defending. He's got help from Sprague. That's shot save. That was a good opportunity by Moorhead. We had missed tracking down that forward for Moorhead. This number 26 is probably their tallest player. It looks like he matches up with about Sprague's height. Sprague on the draw. There's Saber, he's battling down low. Sprague goes to help out, but Moorhead comes free with the puck. Eventually it squirts free to Seaman. Seaman to Falk, the player for Moorhead went down. Falk shot, goes wide. Finn should be able to pick up that one on the end board as he does, but intercepted by Moorhead. Here's Finn, poke checks it away in the neutral zone. Sprague circling in the neutral zone as well. He gains the Moorhead end, gets by a player. Good job by Sprague of keeping his feet moving, sends it back to Finn, back to Sprague. The Moorhead player puts on the brake, sends it forward. Saber, Seaman. This is Finn with it. Finn goes cross ice to Saber. Saber's going to be able to grain that zone. Sends it in towards the goal. Leads to a shot on net. Minute 15 remaining in the first period. Matuszak was looking for Roy. I almost called him Hua. Engel up to Salmon. Salmon pokes it free. But then stolen from him in the neutral zone. Saber to Matuszak. Good passes early here for Edina. This is Roy. Oh, nice attempt to get it to Salmon, who's streaking towards the net. Final minute of play in the first period. Matuszak poke checks it away in the neutral zone. Leads to Roy getting it in. Now it's Matuszak. Matuszak shot. Save. Edina's buzzing around that puck. Up 3-0 here in the first period. Final 44 seconds of the first period. Face off in the Moorhead zone. Johnson, Peterson, and White up front. Fitzgerald and Engel. Run back to White. Poke checked away eventually, and now Moorhead's able to get it into the Edina zone. That's Fitzgerald. Really good job at pinning him against the boards. That's what Fitzgerald does so well. There's Fitzgerald, pushes it forward. Moorhead snuck in from their defensive position. It's still loose. There's a couple guys in front. That shot got in front of Peterson. Here's Engel. Engel up to White. White to Peterson. Peterson tried to drop pass, but nobody home. Moorhead coming back the other way. Good job of White coming back on the back check. He's able to poke it away momentarily. Still dangerous for Moorhead though. Spindler in front. Puck just slid right through the crease. Fitzgerald defending, final 8 seconds. Got Edina on their heels a little bit. Engel pushes it forward. Final 2 seconds. There goes the buzzer. Ends the first period. Good start for the Hornets. Up 3-0. I'm going to update the period here. Let's see if they announced shots. Our unofficial shot count was 13-6. 13-6 in favor of Edina. They got all 3 goals scored that period. I think the goals were Finn, Matushak. Was it Finn, Matushak, and Sprague? Finn, Sprague, Matushak. Goals 1, 2, 3. That Finn one on it, shorthanded, was very impressive, and that was the momentum we needed getting started there. You can see we've got a good perch up here, kind of in our own little press box. It's Mr. Brett Peterson helping on the shots. Thanks to him. This is, like I said, this is the Moorhead official high school arena. You can see the banner of Matt Cullen behind. They've got their sort of players that have made it to the NHL. I said on the Friday telecast that I suspected Cullen was one of the top games played players born in Minnesota in the NHL. I confirmed that. So Matt Cullen played close to 1,600 games in the NHL. He has played the most games of any Minnesota-born player in the NHL. My trivia question for today is, can you name the top 5? So after Matt Cullen, who are numbers 2 through 5? I'll tell you later in the telecast. Numbers 2 through 5 for most games played for Minnesota-born players in the NHL. Starting here the second period, that's Van Summeren pinning his guy behind the net. Keel gets it forward, got it out. He was trying to find Seaman, got by Seaman. Moorhead took it in offsides. Sprague, Seaman, and Falk. Seaman. Back to Keel. Eventually intercepted there in the neutral zone by Moorhead. Falk. Van Summeren. There's Sprague. To Seaman. Good job by Seaman coming down from his winger position to be in a position to help advance that puck on the breakout. Sprague really used his speed to track down that puck. Here's Sprague below the goal line. He's looking for Seaman in front. Falk has it stolen from him, then sent all the way around and down. Referee's arm is up, should be icing, and it is. So the hint for the trivia question is, I would think for one of them, I'd think 1970s. For another one, I'd think early 2000s. For another one, I'd think 1980s. And for a final one, I'd think 2010s. That's my hint. So those are the top 5 players born in Minnesota for most games played in the NHL. Matt Cullen's number 1 on that list with just under 1,600. Here's Finn defending. Good shot from the outside, saved by Spindler. Centering pass, hits a skate, then hits the pipe. They've now hit the pipe twice hard. That one gotten by Spindler. Spindler had a lot of traffic. He's still facing traffic, still in a dangerous position. Matushak clears it to the boards momentarily, then a slap shot. Matushak got hit on that one. I think he's still okay, but cross-ice pass to Roy. Here's an opportunity for Edina coming the other way. He's got Matushak in front too. He's giving a penalty on Moorhead. That was Roy driving towards the net. They're calling 26 black for a high stick. It's their tallest player. He's got about 18 inches on Roy, who was the person he was defending. Right away, the referee's arm went up. I saw the penalty coming, but it was still a good opportunity as Roy drove towards the net. First scoring chance for Edina in the second. Moorhead had a good scoring chance that banged hard off the pipe. We are now in a power play situation for Edina. It's the Johnson line. Johnson wins it to Peterson. Peterson to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald set up. Here's Johnson, back to Peterson. This is a good scoring chance here. Oh, good shot there. Save as Peterson sent it to Johnson. Johnson got his shot on net and looking for a rebound as well. Not cleared out. Good job by Fitzgerald holding it in. He walks across the blue line. Shot. That's Peterson in front. Tips wide. Here's Johnson. Good job of defending there. Here's Peterson walks in off those end boards. Engel's backhand shot goes just high as he snuck in from the defensive position. Oh, that should have been I'm shocked they didn't call that one. That was a more egregious. That was maybe one of the more egregious calls all game. Could have been a checking from behind. Moorhead is able to clear the zone. This is Moorhead on a rush. Engel defending. Engel poke checks it away. White to Peterson. Here's Peterson. Breakaway if he hurries. Peterson on the breakaway. Shot save. White holds it in momentarily. Engel then holds it on the blue line. Sent it back down. Engel holds it in again. Eventually it's cleared. There's Peterson. Back to Fitzgerald. Some good opportunities here on the power play. We haven't had it set up in the traditional sense, but we've had a couple rushes and we have had some of the good zone time in the power play. We're down to 37 seconds remaining on the one-man advantage. Good forecheck there by White. This is towards the end of the rush for these forwards. I think they're going to be in a hurry to get off. That was Falk's shot after it took a weird bounce off the boards or else hit the referee's skate. So White sent it to Falk. Moorhead's eventually going to be able to clear it. This may go on net. That's just going to go barely wide. That's going to be icing, leading to a draw in the Moorhead zone with 10 seconds left. So the answer to the trivia question is numbers 1 through 5 are number 1, Matt Cullen, number 2, Phil Housley, number 3, Neil Broughton, number 4, Jamie Langenbrunner, and number 5 is Zach Parisi. Zach Parisi, I don't know exactly how much time he's getting today, but he's within a handful of games of catching Langenbrunner for number 4. Held in by Van Summeren. Van Summeren over to Sprague. Sprague down low to Seaman. Seaman underneath the goal line. Both teams are at full strength. Moorhead successfully killed off that penalty. Sprague to Seaman. Seaman walks out. Seaman finds Van Summeren. Shot hits traffic, but Sprague looking for a wraparound attempt. Still loose. Oh, that was a quick whistle. Kind of reminded me of that same end in the first period. Some pushing and shoving afterwards. I think they're going to bring maybe just the Moorhead guy. Yeah, just Moorhead. Moorhead took a late shot at an Edina player. I think that was Falk. Leads to a roughing penalty, so I'm sure if you're Moorhead, you're not happy with how that transpired. You do a good job of killing off a penalty, and then but 30 seconds later, you get another guy going to the box. Salmon on the power play. Salmon wins that draw back to Keel. Keel, Roy. Roy on those sideboards. Back to Salmon. Salmon, Roy. Hits the referee's skate. Keel, good job pinching in. Moorhead's able to poke it free. Van Summeren. Puck's at the blue line now. Sent in by Keel. Salmon's giving it chase. 30 seconds killed of this one-man advantage. Here's Roy to Matushak. Matushak is going to send it up top to Keel. Keel, Matushak. Down to Roy. Good opportunity here. Centering pass to Matushak. Hits a stick. Good shot there from Keel. Puck still loose. Roy's battling. Still loose. Matushak still loose. Couple shots generated there. That's going to be a hand pass. Oh, there's some good opportunities. What do we got for shots this period? We're at 8-1. There were like 3 or 4 just in that little flurry. 8-1 favorite shots. Of course, Edina's been on a power play for most of the 5 minutes that we've played in the second period. There's still a minute 5 left in the one-man advantage. 10:04 in the period. Johnson, Peterson, and White out there now. Johnson wins that draw back to Saber. Saber across the red line. I heard his players yelling deep, 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 deep. Sent in by Saber. As White gives it chase. White back to Finn. Finn with a big windup. Hits the guy hard. I'm sure that number 5 for Moorhead's going to be feeling that one in the morning. He's going to come off. That was a slap shot. It was coming up into his body hard. Right off the quick pass. Draw in the Moorhead zone. 43 seconds left on the power play. Change out the defenders. You know, Fitzgerald and Engel joining Johnson's line. Johnson wins it back to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Johnson. Johnson shot. Save. Johnson with it again. Johnson back to Fitzgerald. To Johnson. Peterson back to Johnson. Fitzgerald. Johnson. Johnson has space to walk in. He takes a shot. And Peterson battling in front. Squirts free where Engel gets it. Down to the final 10 seconds of the power play. Engel to White. Peterson. Johnson. Fitzgerald. Johnson. Cross ice pass to White. White was trying to feed it back to Peterson. White gets taken down. Both teams at full strength. Here comes Moorhead the other way. This is Fitzgerald defending 2-on-2, and then called offsides as one of the players got a little bit too anxious and crossed the line early. Drawing the neutral zone, 8:46 remaining in the second period. Score, as you can see, is 3-0 in favor of Edina. I'll be curious to see if Edina takes a penalty here. This is oftentimes when referees try to make the calls up. Moorhead sends it in off the draw. Keel back to retreat. Keel tried to feed Seaman, had it intercepted there. Centering pass. Spindler used his stick to deflect that one. Keep it in the corner. Here's Sprague with speed. Sprague by his guy. Sprague behind the net, back to Keel. Good movement there. Keel's shot hits traffic in front. Keel pokes free. Good job by him. Comes up from his defensive position. And Keel delivered a good hit after that pass. Two players from Moorhead collide at center ice and go down. Falk gives a chase. Is set in by Edina. Seaman. There's Van Summeren. Tried to send it towards the net. Van Summeren goes down. This is a 3-on-1. 3-on-1 for Moorhead. Shot goes high and wide. I don't know if the player realized how many different options he had there. Oh, there's almost a collision between Keel and Sprague. Keel does come up with the puck. Tried to go cross ice. Turnover here. Matuszak shot. Goalie doesn't know where it is. It was loose. There was no one else chasing it as Edina was on a change. Edina's got fresh skaters out there as we cross the halfway point of the second period, halfway point of the game. Turnover there. Here comes Matuszak the other way. He's going 1-on-2. Looking for a trailer. There's a shot save. Shots this period are 12-2 in our unofficial count. 12-1. First period, they never announced the officially in the first period, it was 13-6. So overall, Edina's dominating. They're up to 25-7 in our unofficial count. That was Matuszak off the draw. He tried to feed it back to Salmon, who won it back to him, but it was intercepted there. Moorhead's able to clear the zone. They get it across the blue line for Edina. Shot goes wide. Moorhead has hit 2 pipes, but otherwise they haven't actually had too many scoring chances here. And a lot of their shots have gone high or wide. That was Salmon who got it to Roy. Roy across the red line. Roy with speed by his guy. Leads it, brings it in. Still loose. Saber shot hits traffic. Finn whiffed as he was trying to keep it inside the blue line. Finn recovers, gets it to Saber, back to Finn. There's Finn. Finn takes it across the blue line. Shot from the outside, goes high. Centering pass. Salmon off of that centering attempt. He's got Roy helping him out there. Roy comes up with it. Roy gets taken down, no call. There's Matuszak. Moorhead is able to get it. They tip it, so it's not going to be an ice. There's Spindler. Plays it up to Salmon. Good job there by Spindler. Reminded me of the assist he had yesterday. Finn. Roy tips it. Roy in the neutral zone, gets it forward to Salmon. Salmon sends it all the way in as we get fresh forward line coming out there for Edina. This is the Johnson line. Johnson hits it in the neutral zone. Peterson battling there too. Eventually Fitzgerald comes up with it to his partner Engel. Fitzgerald back, Engel back to Fitzgerald. That was an offsides as Moorhead sent it in, one of those automatic offsides. 5:18 left in the first period, 3-0 in favor of Edina. Johnson on that draw. White on those end boards. White flips it up and over the Moorhead defender and then gives chase. Oh, he goes down hard. This is going to be White for a penalty. White's going to take one here. I think they're going to call him for a cross check. It's White for a cross check. Sort of as I predicted, they're kind of looking to make it up. White goes to the box, likely for 2. Edina goes back on the shorthanded on the penalty kill. Let's see if we can get another goal like we did in the first period. Sprague on the kill. Sprague takes that draw. Moorhead controls off of it. Tried to drive towards the net, but ran into traffic. This was tipped, so it's not going to be a nice. Not a nice as it was tipped. Sprague gets chased. Sprague's first to it. Nicely done by Sprague. Sprague leaves it there for Seaman. Seaman's got the point, but he elects smartly to keep it down low. Make them go the full 185 feet. Good job on the kill so far. We've already killed almost 30 seconds. Here comes Moorhead. They get across the red line, send it down low. Van Summerin's going to be first to it. Van Summeren to Keel. Keel pushes it to Seaman on the boards. Sprague tried to poke it forward. Now Van Summerin's able to get it out of the zone, and he hit it just enough so that there was going to be no ice. Matuszak's able to come out on the kill for Sprague. Here's Keel defending. Moorhead takes it down below the goal line. Oh, then player for... There's a shot and a save. Keel took down a player who was going up for a tipped puck, and I was afraid they were going to call a penalty on him. And Moorhead wanted a penalty, clearly. Here comes Matuszak. Matuszak hit a foot race. He wins that foot race. Comes in goal! Second shorthanded goal of the game. That looked innocent enough, and I think the Moorhead Spuds defenders were just at the end of the shift or slower, didn't understand that Matuszak was there. Matuszak just out-sprinted them, won the puck. Does a backhand shelf job from the crease. It's now 4-0 with 2 shorthanded goals. It's been a long time since I've seen 2 shorthanded goals in a game, especially in just through 2 periods. There's Salmon, poke checks it away. Edina still killing a penalty for another 38 seconds. The referee actually was confused. The referee thought that the Edina player should have come out of the box. I don't think he realized that was a shorthanded goal. Here's a shot from the tops of the circles. Spindler able to cover it up. Shots are 14-3 this period in our unofficial count. Draw to the right of Spindler.
Scored for Edina, audience number 17, Grant Matuszak.
That was Matuszak, officially unassisted. In the last couple of periods, the announcer has learned how to say the name Matuszak. This is Salmon on the draw again. Moorhead controls. Moorhead shot. Stick save there by Spindler. Poke checked away. Finn is able to not get it out yet. Moorhead still has it in the Edina zone. Final 12 seconds on the penalty. Rung around the boards. Finn, good job of using his body there. Sent in by Moorhead. Moorhead is able to control, but then turn it over here. Here comes Matuszak the other way. Oh, Matuszak to White. Here's White. White right out of the box. White, shot save. White, shot goal! White, shot goal. Another just, we've beaten this goalie high a couple times here recently. Checking to see if Moorhead has another goalie because the goalie's head is down. You guys can see that. He has let in 5 goals. He's faced a bunch of shots. This is one of those where you wonder if you had a second goalie, whether you'd get a second goalie out there, but they do not have a second goalie. Moorhead does not. They're now down 5-0. That was White, who came off the penalty box. Matuszak smartly found him.
Alex White.
Sent in by Moorhead. That's White unassisted. Matuszak had the great pass, but then there was because there was a rebound, and here comes Peterson. Peterson's got White. Peterson tried to send it to White, but well defended. Now Moorhead just sends it all the way down. I think this one's going to go on net. Force a save from Spindler. Spindler gets it to Johnson. There's Johnson in the neutral zone. Fitzgerald comes up from his defensive position. Fitzgerald with it in the neutral zone. Gets it to Peterson. There's going to be a penalty on Moorhead. There could be a second penalty on Moorhead. It's going to be a penalty on Moorhead. I think there's going to be a second penalty on Moorhead. They also got Engel for stepping in and defending his player because they took a bad shot at Peterson. Number 26 is definitely in for that shot. 14 is in for, I think, what was the earlier penalty. And then Engel in too. So 2 penalties for Moorhead, 1 for Edina. 5-on-4. Coincidental minors with the first penalty. I think there was a source of frustration in that hit that Moorhead put on Peterson. Talking through it here. It's 5-on-4. Power play for Edina. Sprague, Seaman, Falk, Keel, and Van Summeren. One cleanly back to Keel. Keel, good shot. Rebound. Tipped there by Falk. Still loose. Really good hard shot from Keel from the point. Sprague to Keel. Keel to Sprague. That is something Keel does so well on those draws, especially when they're won cleanly, is just getting a low, hard shot. A lot of defensemen can learn a thing or two about doing that. There's Moorhead. They take it in, send it down low. We're down to the final minute 20 of the second period. Edina holding that 5-0 lead. Seaman to Sprague. Sprague across the red line. Falk goes in early. Face off here in the neutral zone. This is the Salmon line. Salmon, Roy, and Matuszak. They've accounted for the bulk of those 5 goals. Saber, Salmon, chips it by his guy. Here comes Salmon. Salmon tried to find Matuszak. Tips long and wide, sent out by Moorhead. That's not going to be an ice from the final minute of play here. Saber's first to it. Saber behind the net, puts on the brakes. Edina still with a power play for 40 seconds. Roy cross ice to Salmon. Here's Salmon. Salmon stops, gives it for Finn. Finn shot. Matuszak to Finn. Finn, oh, shot hits Roy. Final 23 seconds of the period. Salmon, Centering pass, Roy behind the back to Salmon, final 10 seconds. Moorhead's at full strength. There comes Saber's shot, tipped wide by Matushak, final seconds. Buzzer sounds, 5-0, we're gonna resurface. What do we have for shots there? 17-5 for Edina, 17-5 in shots. Spindler's looked great so far. He's gotten all 11 shots that he's faced. There was 5 shots from Moorhead in that period. 2-period total of 11. 17 for Edina, 2-period total of 30. Those are that's